Hello everyone, my name is Krishna Veni. I am working as Assistant Professor in Marri Laxman Reddy Institute of Technology and Management. In this session, I am going to discuss about the liquid fuels. In our previous session, we have discussed about the solid fuels and the analysis of the coal, different types of analysis like proximate analysis and ultimate analysis. Today in this class, we will discuss about the liquid fuels, mainly about the petroleum, refining of petroleum and the cracking process. Now, we will see the refining of petroleum, and before going into the refining of the petroleum main topic, first we have to know about the liquid fuels. What are liquid fuels? The fuels which are in the liquid form are called the liquid fuels. For example, diesel and petroleum. These are the two main liquid fuels we will use in our daily life. These liquid fuels will have more calorific value. These have more calorific value, means when they undergo the combustion, they will release lot of energy so that the engines can run smoothly. Okay, the liquid fuels are used extensively in domestic and industrial purposes. The most important liquid fuels are petroleum and petroleum products. Next, what is petroleum? The name indicates petra means rock, oleum means oil, means the oil which is derived from or extracted from the rock is called the petroleum. Petroleum or crude oil is a dark greenish brown or black color viscous oil found deep in the earth's crust. Okay, the viscosity of the petroleum is more than the water. It is viscous liquid. Okay, the color of the petroleum is greenish brown or black color. From where the crude oil is obtained? It is obtained in the deep earth's crust. Okay, the crude oil will be extracted from the earth's crust. After that, it will undergo some refining process. Then we will get the different products. Okay, the crude oil contains a mixture of paraffin, olefin and aromatic hydrocarbons with minor amount of the organic compounds like nitrogen, oxygen and sulfur. Okay, now coming to the composition of the crude oil. What is the main composition of the crude oil? It will contain mainly the carbon 80 to 87%, hydrogen 11 to 15%, sulfur 0.1 to 3.5%, nitrogen plus oxygen 0.1 to 0.5%. These are the compositions present in the petroleum, means that is crude oil. Now coming to the refining of the petroleum. Refining means the process of removal of the impurities from the crude oil and separation of various fractions with different boiling ranges is called refining of petroleum. Okay, the refining of petroleum means we have to separate the impurities which are present in the crude oil based on the different boiling ranges. Based on the impurities, based on the boiling ranges of the impurities, we will separate the impurities from the crude oil and we will get the desired products. Okay, first we will remove the water. How we will remove the water? The crude oil is passed between two high electrodes. Then the water present in the crude oil will form as a droplets. These droplets will form as large droplets which will separate from the oil. The small droplets of water combine and form large droplets of water which will be removed, separated from the oil. Okay, this is how the water will be removed. The first step. Next step, removal of sulfur. The sulfur which is present in the crude oil is separated by mixing the crude oil with the copper oxide, which results in the formation of the copper sulfide precipitate. Okay, the sulfur present in the crude oil, when it is mixed with the copper oxide salt, it will form the copper sulfide, which the copper sulfide will be in the precipitate form. This can be easily removed by the filtration process. Okay, this is how the water and the sulfur will be removed from the crude oil. Next step is the fractional distillation step. Okay, here what is meant by fractional distillation? We have to understand the words fraction and distillation. First, distillation means the separation of the various products. When the crude oil is heated, the impurities which are present in the crude oil will be converted into the vapor form. After that, they will be condensed again into the liquid form. This process is called the distillation. Okay. During the condensation, they will be separated in the different fractions. This is called the fractional distillation. Okay. Here we can see in the picture, this is the fractional distillation column. Here in the fractional distillation column, it is a long iron cylindrical tube which is present with horizontal trays. These horizontal trays are containing the chimneys. These chimneys are arranged with the loose caps. Okay. This is the overall picture of the fractional distillation column. First, what we will do, after the removal of the water and sulfur, the crude oil is then heated to about 400 degrees centigrade in an iron retort. In an iron tank, it will be heated up to 400 degrees centigrade, whereby all volatile substances are evaporated except the residue. When the crude oil is heated, what will happen? The volatile impurities which are present in the crude oil will be converted into the gaseous form, and except the residue which is in the solid form, it will be settled down. The hot vapors are then passed through a fractionating column, which is tall cylindrical tower containing a number of horizontal trays provided with chimneys, and these chimneys are covered with a loose caps. Okay. When these vapors of the oil go up into the fractionating column, they become gradually cooler and get condensed at different heights of the column. As I told, distillation means the crude oil, the impurities will first, when heated, they will be converted into vapor form. When they are sent into a fractionating column, they will be condensed according to their boiling points at different fractions in the distillation column. These fractions having higher boiling points condensed as lower trays, whereas the fractions having lower boiling points condense at higher trays. Okay. The gasoline obtained by the fractional distillation is called the straight run gasoline. Various fractions obtained at different trays are given. We can understand better by seeing this fractional distillation column. Here, the crude oil, after heating up to 400 degrees centigrade, it is sent into a fractional distillation column. Here, what will happen? The vapors will go up and they will condense according to their boiling points, and they will be separated through an outlet. They will be separated to different outlets provided in the fractional distillation column. Here we can see the carbons with the C70 molecular weight, they will be settled down as residue. These can be used as bitumen for roads and roofing. The carbon with C20 to C70, they will be used as fuel oil for ships, factories and central heating. From C20 to C50, they can be used as the lubricating oil. It is used as for lubricating oils, waxes, polishes. From C14 to C20, the fraction is used for diesel oils. It is used for fuel for diesel engines. For C10 to C16, kerosene or paraffin oil, it is used as fuel for jet engines, okay, and for heating purpose. From C5 to C10, it is called the petrol or gasoline, which is used for the petrol engines, okay, to run cars, bikes, okay. Next, from C5 to C9, naphthalene products can be prepared. From C1 to C4, it is called the LPG, means liquefied petroleum gas. It is also used as a domestic gas. Okay. Here, in different fractions, we can collect different products from the outlet of the fractional distillation column. This is how we will get the LPG, petroleum, diesel, jet fuel. Okay, this is the fractional distillation process. Here we can see one tabular form how the name of the fractions, boiling ranges, composition of hydrocarbons and uses. Okay. First, the uncondensed gases below 30 degrees, they can be, composition of hydrocarbons is C1 to C4. They can be used as domestic and industrial fuels under the name LPG. LPG means, as I told, liquefied petroleum gas. Next, petroleum ether. It is, the boiling range is 30 to 70 degrees centigrade. The composition of hydrocarbons is C5 to C7. It is used as a solvent in different industries. Next, gasoline or petrol. The boiling range is 40 to 120 degrees centigrade. The composition of hydrocarbons C5 to C9. It is used as a fuel for motor solvents in dry cleaning industry. Okay. Next, naphtha or solvent spirit. The boiling range is 120 to 180 degrees centigrade. The composition of hydrocarbons is C9 to C10. It is also mainly used in solvent in dry cleaning. In dry cleaning, instead of water, the solvent is used is the naphtha or solvent spirit. Next, kerosene oil. The boiling range is 180 to 250 degrees centigrade. The composition is C10 to C16. It is used as fuel for jet engines and for illumination and for lightning. Okay. And diesel oil or gas oil. The boiling range is 250 to 320 degrees centigrade and the composition of hydrocarbon is C10 to C18. It is used as diesel engine. It is used as fuel for diesel engines. And next, heavy oils with the range, boiling range of 320 to 400 degrees centigrade and the composition is C17 to C30. Production of gasoline by cracking process. This heavy oil is again subject to a process called cracking process, from where we can get the lighter oils, okay, like gasoline. This is how the fraction distillation method will be carried out and we will get the different products in different boiling ranges. Okay. Next, we will see the cracking. Cracking means, we know, breaking down. Cracking means the breaking down of higher molecular weight hydrocarbons or longer chain hydrocarbons into shorter chain hydrocarbons. Okay, anything which we will break is called the cracking. Here, cracking involves longer chain hydrocarbons being broken into shorter chain hydrocarbons. For example, if we see in this picture, we can see the 7 chain carbon atom, means heptane. It is been broken down into 2 chain carbon atom and 5 chain carbon atom. Okay, the 2 chain carbon atom is called ethane and the 5 chain carbon atom is called the pentane. Means 7 chain carbon atom is broken down into 2 chain carbon atom and 5 chain carbon atom. This is overall the cracking definition. The cracking will be carried out by mainly 2 types, thermal cracking and the catalytic cracking. In thermal cracking, again we have liquid phase and vapor phase. In liquid phase, high boiling lubricating oils will be separated. In vapor phase, low boiling oil fraction. The temperature should be maintained at 477 degrees centigrade. Okay. Next, in catalytic method, we will use high hydrocarbons. The temperature should be maintained at the 327 to 377 degrees centigrade. The atmospheric pressure should be maintained at 2 atmosphere and the catalyst is mainly used in the process. Low hydrocarbons like gasoline will be produced. Mainly the cracking process is used to extract the gasoline from the long chain hydrocarbons. The small chain, the low hydrocarbons will have the more calorific value. It will have the lightweight molecular weight so that it can produce the more calorific value which we need. The catalyst used in the catalytic process is silicon dioxide along with aluminum oxide, SiO2 and Al2O3. Next, in catalytic process, we will see here in detail about the moving bed catalytic process. Okay. The moving bed catalytic process, the name indicates moving, means here the catalyst is used in the form of the powdered form, and it will be mixed up with the oil. Then it will be converted into the fluid form, and it will be moved along in the chamber. That's why the name called the moving bed catalytic cracking. In moving bed catalytic cracking, the finely divided catalyst is agitated by the gas, means it is mixed up with the gas so that it can handle like a fluid system and can pump as true liquid. The powdered catalyst, when mixed up with the gas, it will be converted into a fluid form. Then it will be used for the moving bed catalytic process. This method provides good contact between catalyst and the reactant. When the catalyst is in the fluid form, it will mix up easily with the reactant, and the optimum conditions will be provided for the process. Here the catalyst is Al2O3 and SiO2 agitated with gas, means mixed up with the gas. Temperature is 5500 degrees centigrade, pressure just above the normal pressure, means normal pressure is 1 atmosphere pressure. We have to maintain just above the normal pressure up to 2 atmospheric pressures. Next, coming to the procedure, the finely divided catalyst bed is fluidized by passing heavy oils or gas oil vapors in a cracking chamber. We have to send the catalyst in the form of fluid and along with the gaseous vapor into a cracking chamber. The cracked vapors are sent into a fractionating column to separate into gases, gasoline and uncracked gases. After that, what will happen? The gases will be separated into the fractionating column. When the gases along with the catalyst sent into a fractionating column, they will be separated into gases and gasoline and uncracked gases. The uncracked oils are further subjected to cracking. Again, whatever the residue will left over, it is again subjected to the cracking. The deactivated catalyst is regenerated, burning of the carbon deposits and mixed with fresh heavy oil returned to the cracking chamber. Here the catalyst means it won't undergo any chemical reaction. As we know, the catalyst means it won't undergo any chemical reaction. It will be regenerated again when the process is completed. Here also the catalyst, the Al2O3 SiO2, which is used in the reaction, they will be regenerated and again they can be used for another heavy oil to break down for cracking process. Okay. In this diagram, you can better understand the moving bed catalytic process. Is the diagrammatic representation of the moving bed catalytic process. Here first, the heavy oil is preheated. It is a preheating chamber, and after that, this is the catalytic chamber. This is the catalyst chamber where the powdered catalyst is mixed up with the gas and it will be converted into catalyst vapors. And after that, the gas and the catalyst will be sent into a fractionating column. Here the heavy oil means whatever the oil we have should break down into lighter oil, and the cracked vapors means the catalyst vapors will be sent into a fractionating column. Okay, see here the fractionating column are having the horizontal lines along trace along with the chimneys and provided with the loose caps, as we have seen in the fractionating column in fractional distillation in the petroleum. Like this also, here also the fractionating column will have the horizontal trace provided with the chimneys and loose caps. Okay, in this fractionating column, the catalyst mixed with the gases, heavy oil gases, and they will be separated according to the boiling point. Okay, after that, these will be sent into a cooler where the gas will cool up, and from that it will be sent into a stabilizer where the gasoline and dissolved gases will be separated. Here in the last chamber, in the stabilizer, what will happen? The gases, the uncondensed gases will go up and the gasoline which we want will be separated from the outlet. Okay. If any residue is left over here, it will be again done the cracking process. This is how the moving bed catalytic process is done. How we will get the gasoline from the heavy oils. Okay, this is the overall diagrammatic representation of the moving bed catalytic process. I have taken reference from the Engineering Chemistry by Rama Devi, Department of Chemistry, JNTUH. Okay, we will continue in the next section. I hope you have liked this video. Thank you.